I want to talk about the Patriots because we were getting a lot of that in our stream, which then continued in the Sunday night stream, talking about good old Bill Belichick
Billy
and if
B.
he's going to be gone, if all this stuff. And again, I was saying this yesterday. I think Bill Belichick hasn't proven himself as a GM. And if you're moving on from him, that's the position you move on from him from. I still
Yeah.
think he's a good coach. And I think similar to the Broncos and similar to like the Panthers and stuff, there are just there's situations right now that you look at and you're like, I don't know how this gets better because I think it's tough to evaluate anything on that offense because the offense is bad. Even Bill Belichick was like, listen, Mac Jones wasn't all his fault. He didn't play well. Bailey Zappi came in again. But dude, like
Yeah.
they have for the first time in a long time, the Patriots have no run game. They have
Yeah.
nothing. They have no run game. They don't have receivers that are like they're not top end receivers. Their tight ends are okay. Their O line is like it's just a mix of a bunch of random players thrown together. Mac
Yeah.
Jones is your quarterback, and you wonder why you can't get anything going.
Yeah. It's like Kendrick Bourne, not fast enough. Devontae Parker, not fast enough.
I want
Ezekiel
Simmons.
Elliott, slow. Gasecki, slow. Juju Smith-Schuster, hurt and slow. Ty Montgomery. What year is it? Is it 2018? Like, it's
Now,
just
and here's the thing. This used to be how the Patriots operated. But the big difference is they had Tom Brady. Dude,
well, yeah,
like they brought in the most random like Hogan. Who the hell is Hogan? And like Brady's like, "Don't worry, I'll make you good. Don't worry. Like you will get better."
yeah.
But
Like,
they don't, and I'm not putting that on Mac Jones because Tom Brady obviously is a different caliber quarterback than a lot of the quarterbacks in the NFL. But
yeah.
here you have nothing that is working on offense.
No,
Nothing.
the run game also worked then. I think Ramondre Stevenson and the production there is one of the biggest letdowns of the season, both from actual helping the Patriots win or lose football games and like fantasy production.
Happy belated birthday.
I thought Ramondre was going to be the workhorse and be consistently a guy getting like between 80 and 120 yards every week. And that's like the Patriots video I did this weekend. I said the same thing you did. It's like Belichick can stay there if he relinquishes his GM responsibilities,
Which I don't think he will.
because the same thing happened to the Denver Broncos with Mike Shanahan. Incredible coach, was still a good coach, but he had too much power and authority as a GM, and some of the personnel decisions started to not make sense. And I think the hardest thing to do, though, once you have that power, is to give it up, right? Like, you don't see a lot of guys at the top be like, yeah, I'll give up even though I think I would love to give up responsibilities the better I got at my job, but I don't think Belichick's going to do that. Speaking of Shanahan's, one more thing about the 49ers. They've scored on the first drive of every game this season. Literally the 97, 98 Broncos, that was the theme every week with the Mike Shanahan coach teams, where the first 10 to 15 scripted plays for their offense worked flawlessly. And every week they were scoring on that opening drive, and you immediately put the team you're playing in a deficit.
Yep.
And that benefits you as a team as well. And like the Pats losing this bad 34-0 a week after Belichick had the worst blowout or the worst loss 38-3 or whatever it was against the Cowboys. To see the Patriots lose that bad to the Cowboys and the Cowboys get their ass kicked by the 49ers should tell you how bad the Pats are right now.
Correct. Yeah.
But,
I mean, I think it starts with your O-line because their O-line is not good. So because of that, they're not able to run.
Yeah.
They're not able to pass.
Mm-hmm.
And again, even when you are passing, it's not to amazing players. So right now, and I'm trying not to be like that guy who just makes, I don't know what you keep on that offense. Legitimately. I don't. Stevenson, I like, and maybe it's the O-line, so like maybe that's it. But dude, like, I don't know what you keep. Because it just seems like the Island of Misfit Toys, You brought in a bunch of like free agents. You're like, all right, here's Juju Smith-Schuster. Sure, I guess will work out. And it's just not. It's not good.
No,
it's not. And again, like if there was a game plan that was like, hey, listen, we're gonna suck, right? And I think they talked about this and said like, oh, there's like pressure and expectations, you know, being in New England, and of course like the Patriots history and all that stuff. And we kind of were like, okay, well, wait. And it's just this early week 5, and you know the season's over, and it's not going to get better. I feel like there are a handful of teams, and maybe I just forgot from last year. I feel like it wasn't this bad. I feel like there weren't like 5 to 8 teams where you're like, oh yeah, your season's over, and it's the first week of October.